Today on Foundation Stone, the official podcast of Essex Freemasonry, we have live conversation from one of the most vibrant and colourful events in the Masonic calendar, the Provincial Grand Chapter. Held at the iconic Freemasons Hall in Great Queen Street, this meeting is a chance for companions across the province to come together, receive or celebrate first appointments and promotions, and enjoy the unique fellowship that Royal Arch Freemasonry brings. Whether you're already a companion, a craft mason thinking about taking the next step, or simply curious about Royal Arch, this episode will give you a glimpse into the people, the traditions, and the spirit of Essex Royal Arch's most important day of the year. We'll be speaking to companions live at the meeting, sharing their reflections, their stories, and what this day means to them. My name is Sam, and I'm joined by Paul. Hello, Paul. How are you?
Hello, Sam. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. What have you been up to? Anything good?
Oh, not a lot.
Well, only the other day, we was at the Cross Keys Community Fund's
ball, yeah.
charity ball. The Cross Keys Community Fund have been up for an award recently, haven't they? The Pride of Essex Award.
I think they got a commendation.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I heard as well. But
and a big shout out to Dave Barton as well, who's been on this show before.
It has, our first ever podcast, wasn't it?
He got an individual commendation as well.
Oh, really?
For all his hard work.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, we had Provincial Grand Chapter as well the week before.
Which is what this episode is on.
Exactly.
It's very good you mentioned that, because that actually points out to the listeners the continuity of this episode, doesn't it? We are recording this section after the event.
Yes.
So, we know how the day went, and it went very well, didn't it?
Absolutely.
It was your first time going as well, wasn't it?
It was. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good. Well, at this point of the podcast, as you know, I have my favourite section of the podcast, the quote. This is a special one. This is my favourite quote we've ever done.
I'm glad you've got one, because I think just the listeners would be so disappointed if you didn't do this.
They would. There'll be riots in the street.
Absolutely.
Well, this one's a special one, and sadly it's the only one we've done, I think, that's not from a Freemason, ironically. But he would have been a Freemason had he been alive at the time of Freemasonry. He was a Roman Stoic philosopher. It was Seneca. And this is the quote. "There is no satisfaction in any good without a companion." Your face is lighting up there. You actually like that one. You want to hate it, but you can't. It's good. It's a good quote. There is no satisfaction in any good without a companion.
It is good, but how far did you have to dig back to get that?
I'm actually a big fan of Seneca, so this was one I actually found quite easily, to be honest with you. But yes, I think we should actually explain to people at home what the Provincial Grand Chapter actually is. What is it?
Provincial Grand Chapter is an annual meeting where, just like the Provincial Grand Lodge, which we had an episode on, companions of the Royal Arch go to celebrate their achievements in Royal Arch and maybe receiving a first appointment, which means that they will then have a Provincial Grand rank within Royal Arch, or they might be getting a promotion.
Or, of course, they could be just going for fun and supporting their fellow companions. It's the Royal Arch version of the Craft Provincial Grand Lodge, isn't it? It's the day up London, and it's a fantastic day.
Naturally, it's smaller, just because we have less chapters and we do lodges.
Yeah.
So naturally, it's going to be smaller, but loses none of its lustre.
No.
I do think at this stage we should explain what Royal Arch is.
Okay.
As you have your 3 degrees, so you enter apprentice, your fellow craft, and your master mason. The Royal Arch is another order, but also it's the completion of your 3rd degree.
Yes, that's exactly it, yes. So, enough of just telling you about it. Let's get into it.
So Sam, we're in the Shakespeare's Head.
The start of the day.
Yeah.
We've come for a bit of food before the actual meeting. This is where everybody meets up, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just like the PGL, but a little bit smaller, but a bit more, bit more life to it, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. There's meeting up. It's great. And then we go in there. I don't know what happens. This is my first time, remember?
It is your first time. I keep on forgetting that. I keep thinking you're so high up into this that you've been everywhere and done everything.
No. I've come on your recommendation. You said how amazing it is. Controversially better than PGL, which, I'm not sure you can beat that, because that sheer volume of like the national anthem and everything else like that, it's got a lot to live up to.
It has, and I honestly think it does. I really enjoy this day. It's one of my favourite days. So at Shakespeare Head at the moment. We'll see if we can talk to a few people here, and then we'll go into the temple.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
So I'm here now with Dave Barton. We actually had a whole podcast with yourself to do with community, our first podcast actually, and here you are again at the PGC. So tell me, why have you come?
I've got a lot of friends that are going to be here today, so I thought it'd be good to come and support them.
Wonderful. Is there any particular moment you're looking forward to? I mean, do you know anything about the day?
No, it's all quite new to me. I love the splendour of the whole, and it's always a pleasure to come here, and I say it's a new experience. I was looking forward to everything about it.
So who have I bumped into whilst in Shakespeare Head but Joe? Joe, how are you?
Hello, Sam. I am very good, thank you.
And so I actually know that you've got something quite big to announce.
Well, hopefully I'm not going to preempt the most excellent Grand Superintendent who will be announcing this properly later. But the Essex White Ribbon Club is for any companions in Essex that haven't yet achieved provincial rank. So the white and the red ribbons. It's a social club. We'll be doing other bits and pieces. We hope to make it slightly more Masonically based. And that's getting announced today, and we will hopefully be getting emails sent out to every eligible companion in the county in the coming days, so that you can sign up and we can let you know about the events we've got planned.
So what events have we got planned?
So the first event we have planned is on November the 28th. That will be a guided tour of the secret priory at the Temple of St John's. Something to do with the ambulances, as I understand it, but I've not done the tour yet either, so it'll be a mystery for me as well. And then early next year, I promise it's not all going to be heavily drinking. We have a tour of the Camden Brewery being worked out at the moment, but that one will end up being boozy. It'll all be slightly fuzzy, so book the day off work afterwards.
So what should people expect from this? Why should people join the White Ribbons?
We've not really had any meetings yet, so it's very hard to say that we're a fun group of guys. We are a fun group of guys. A lot of it is that, for whatever reason, there isn't as much engagement. We don't feel, and the exec tend to agree with us, there isn't as much engagement with the Royal Arch as there is with craft masonry within the province. And that's a shame, because the Royal Arch is fantastic. Everybody remembers their exaltation. It's a cracking bit of ritual. And the stories that get told and the lessons that get learned and things that come from it are brilliant, and we just want people to get more involved. And some of the more obscure things that go on, there are a set of tracing boards for the Royal Arch, which I suspect most people don't know. There's an entire ceremony called the Ceremony of the Veils, which rarely gets seen. All of these are things that people that don't engage with the Royal Arch will never get to see and experience. And it's a real shame. They're all great bits of work, and I'd love for more people to see them.
And also, obviously, you've got the social aspect. It's about building friendships in there as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. As you know, Sam, we've gone out on too many Cornerstone nights together, and there are many, many stories from them that will never, ever appear on this podcast. But they're always nice to reminisce about afterwards, aren't they?
Well, as a member of the White Ribbons, I'm really pleased it's being announced, so absolutely wonderful. So we're now making our way over to Freemasons Hall, Great Queen Street in London, where we're going to actually be entering the temple, the Grand Temple, and going to the PGC, the Provincial Grand Chapter.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
Well, always at these sort of events, like the national anthem, the hymns, just the amount of people singing them, the gusto is just amazing. But I'm quite interested to see how different it is to Provincial Grand Lodge. I'm sure it's going to be really interesting.
I came last year, and the difference is immense, but the similarities are there in the sense of the pomp, in the sense of the trumpets, in the sense of everything like that. It honestly is fantastic. It really honestly is. And, you're going to love it. You really are.
I'm sure I will. It's always a good time up here. And just the camaraderie and the togetherness of everyone. It's just brilliant.
So we've just come out of the Grand... Now, to us, it's quite a time, although compared to the PGL, or the Provincial Grand Lodge, it is a lot shorter, isn't it? It's a lot shorter meeting.
It was a rapido meeting.
It really is.
Compared to Provincial Grand Lodge, very quick.
But, as we said...
I hadn't even got comfortable in my chair.
As we said before, the prestige, everything is there. And for me, if I'm honest, which I know this is quite controversial, I prefer the Provincial Grand Chapter.
Yeah. It's quite an intimate setting, really, isn't it?
As we're recording this, Craig...
Your worshipful master.
My worshipful master, who is in my chapter as well. He is actually the reason why I joined Royal Arch, has just walked over. How did you find the meeting?
I thought it was a fabulous meeting, Sam. Hope you enjoyed it too. It's a strange thing, isn't it? Coming up to Grand Lodge is always an event, whether that's in the craft or in the Royal Arch. And frankly, they just both break the year up perfectly. And I really enjoy coming up here. It's my second year here now, and I've really enjoyed it. Always do. In fact, if I had to choose between the craft and the Royal Arch, I would just choose the Royal Arch. But thankfully, I don't have to. When you stop and think about it, I suppose, you get and I was thinking about this in the ceremony, there's beauty in the craft and it's magnified in the Royal Arch. And there's an opportunity to be outward looking at our fellow man in the craft and inward looking as well at yourself and how you live. And that's magnified in the Royal Arch. Yeah, I love it and I'm glad to be here.
Well, it's perfectly...
Where do I get paid for this?
For the promotion. Definitely you should be, without a doubt. But to be honest, you're exactly right. And I totally agree. As I was just saying, the Provincial Grand Chapter is such a beautiful building, obviously Freemasons Hall. But the actual meeting itself is more intimate. Yes, it's quicker, but it's much more intimate. And you get to feel more in my eyes.
I think you're right, and I understand what you're saying. It's obviously there's less companions in the Royal Arch than there is in the craft, so of course attendance is a bit smaller, but I don't think that needs to detract from it at all. Essentially, I'm here with you, other people we know, we're having fun, and that's the main thing. And if you come along with your companions from your chapter, you'll have fun too.
Well, on that, we've just left the temple, and now we're just about to go over to the pillars. Is that where we're going? Then we're going to go over to the drinks reception after, but we're going to nip over there.
I'm Chris Hicks. I'm the Provincial Charity Steward for Essex. It was a very good day here at Provincial Grand Chapter. It was nice to see everybody getting their honours and such like, and to hear a review of what happened during the last year.
What do you actually find different between the Provincial Grand Lodge and the Provincial Grand Chapter?
It's a slightly different feel to it. With Grand Lodge, you've got a real big meeting with 1,200 or so people, and this is a more intimate, a more close meeting, and you can almost say there's more camaraderie and more friendship in it.
But it's still got the pomp, it's still got the trumpets, it's still got the atmosphere. If anything, I was saying it's got more of it because of the closeness.
Exactly, because it's more compact and it's slightly less people there. It actually has that more, family kind of appearance. Whereas when you have the Provincial Grand Lodge, you have a larger number and it's like a bigger audience.
And so, obviously, we're going off to the mill. Now, the mill is being held in the gallery, isn't it? So that's a different experience as well to the Connaught Rooms, which normally the Provincial Grand Lodge is held.
Yeah, we've had the meal in the gallery suite for the last couple of years now, and again, it's more compact. It holds about 200, whereas the Connaught Room holds 600, 650. So again, there's a more intimate view for it. If 200 people can be intimate, it's still a very social area.
And also, it's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, the temple, the whole of Freemasons Hall is stunning. Not many people get to go into the gallery suite.
Yeah, it's got that heritage and that history that a lot of new members coming into Freemasonry love to see. It's got that history, tradition, etc. And that's what the gallery suite shows.
Actually, thinking about it, that is the main difference between Provincial Grand Lodge and Provincial Grand Chapter, is where you eat and the atmosphere that creates.
In reality, yes, that's the main difference.
Yeah, I'm Martin Cartwright and I'm the Provincial Grand Director of Ceremonies. I'm responsible for the ceremonial running of the chapter convocation today.
And how did it go in your eyes today?
I think it went very well, to the point that we actually finished earlier than expected.
Which is a theme when it comes to the PGC, isn't it? Provincial Grand Chapter.
It is, but we do such a good job, and the support I get from the deputies and all the team is superb.
Well, it means there's more time for this social interaction like we're having now. This chat, it's different to the Provincial Grand Lodge in that sense. When the Provincial Grand Lodge is longer, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but this is more of a social event in my eyes.
And of course, we are a very friendly degree.
Of course. So what is the difference for yourself when it comes to the Provincial Grand Lodge and Provincial Grand Chapter?
The way I explain it to everybody is both meetings are exactly the same, except for the opening and closing.
So when it comes to people who haven't been to the Provincial Grand Chapter but have gone to Provincial Grand Lodge, really they're in for the same kind of experience. The pomp, the trumpets, the national anthem. Paul was saying earlier about how great the national anthem is, and it is special, isn't it? There's not many places like this, but that's the same, and it is more of a social event. For those listening, we are pre the drinks reception, just after me and Paul have gone to the Pillars. And so we've spoke to loads of people. We've had a great social time. It's special. It's a special day.
It certainly is a special day, and long may it continue here at the temple.
So we're here with a repeat visitor, Chris. How did you find Provincial Grand Chapter today?
It was actually quite a nice occasion, I thought.
What was your favourite part about today?
It's an interesting thing for me because I'm involved in the backroom stuff within Grand Chapter and Grand Lodge, and there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. So the build-up to Grand Chapter and to Grand Lodge is about a week and a half affair for me and a guy called Dave Hook, who we organise the processions in the background. So the best thing for me is seeing the most excellent Grand Superintendent disappearing down the corridor, the back of him disappearing around the corner, because it means that my work is done. And then I can go and relax, sit in the temple and watch people get their first appointments, get their active rank appointments, and just enjoy the rest of the day, to be honest.
They are spectacular things when when all the provincial exec and everyone comes in.
The sessions are always special.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And it just goes to show what a good job you guys do.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, I suppose. But yeah, I think we do quite well, and they keep asking us back, so we can't do too badly.
So we're here with Sam and I's boss, Jeff. But for everyone else, would you mind introducing yourself?
Of course. My name is Jeff Palmer. I am the Provincial Grand Communications Officer for the Royal Arch in Essex.
And how did you find Provincial Grand Chapter today?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic affair. Even though it was a slightly more intimate affair in terms of numbers, I think we seated people really well. So it didn't feel like, it was people were quite disparate in terms of where they were located. So we didn't lose any atmosphere in relation to that. I thought our most excellent Grand Superintendent did an amazing job. I'd really have to give a shout out to Martin Cartwright for him and his whole team. The way that they conducted the proceedings today was superb. It was brilliant to see the first appointments and promotions, and everybody looked like they were having a fantastic time.
Absolutely. It was seamless, wasn't it?
I agree. And seamless is absolutely the right word to use in terms of the Royal Arch and people's journey. That was a nice segue, because a part of the message from the most excellent Grand Superintendent was about a seamless journey and the importance of, the two becoming one. It was a really great affair.
And during the ceremony, you stood up, didn't you?
I did stand up, yeah. I put my hand up. I needed
well,
to.
You did, yeah.
Not because I needed to run to the little boys' room, although that was potentially on my mind. Yeah, do you mean when I was reappointed? Yeah. Clearly, our most excellent Grand Superintendent had the confidence to reappoint a number of his key officers. And I think he looked high and low for someone to replace me, but in the time frame couldn't find someone. So I think I've got another year. Just a shout out to you two chaps. The podcast work you're doing is absolutely incredible. They've been so well received. I love the fact that we're doing that, and you're doing it so well. And it's been, it really is a popular element of our communications work, and I want you to continue to do it. Yeah, this is a job interview. But, like you say, you've been appointed. Well done.
I love that. Thank you.
The day was really good. I'm Ray Quiddington, by the way. I'm a past Provincial Grand Standard Bearer. The day was fantastic. A lot of craft. There's lots of engagement within craft, within different craft lodges. We need to carry that over to chapters. We need to encourage more people in chapters to visit each other and gain more friends within the chapter community.
On that, so the white ribbon.
That's a fantastic idea. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's only going to encourage people to join chapter quicker. And to say that you have to wait to go through the chair or all these other fallacies that people will think of really needs to change. Chapter's a great thing, and it is really your continuation of your craft masonry and your 3 degrees. Really, you should be doing chapter as part of all of it, and the integration I think is a positive thing.
When I joined chapter, literally probably about 6-7 weeks after passing my 3rd degree, I'm now senior warden. I've got my installation in October next year. So I agree with you. You should join it early. There's no harm in it. Everyone worries about the work. You don't have to do any.
It's as little or as much as you want to do. Just go, enjoy, try and take it in. I'm really, really interested in seeing the new rituals that are coming through, the Savage ritual. I know that one of the chapters I'm in, Old Parkonians, is going to do that very shortly. And I think there'll be a lot of change and development.
Without doubt. And happy birthday, because your birthday's coming up soon.
Thank you very much, Sam. Hopefully you're going to be there. And I will hopefully be at your installation when you give me the date and an invite.
I will, definitely. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Name is Peter Dawson. The role I've been honoured to receive today is Provincial Grand Sword Bearer.
And what does that involve?
I think the clue is in the title. I will be carrying the sword. When the Most Excellent Grand Superintendent goes out on his visits with his team, I will be part of that team.
But you say that, but those elbows have to be up high. So have we got the muscles and the skills to be able to do that?
The sword has to be carried, in my opinion, at the high carry. And yes, I have done it a couple of times before already. So yes, I'm well used to carrying a sword.
My name is Colin Fitcher, and I was appointed as a Grand Provincial Steward.
Wonderful. What a great role. What does that involve?
That involves escorting officials to meetings.
How does it feel to have achieved that standard?
It's great. It's great. I didn't know I was going to get that, but, you know.
When did you find out you was going to get that?
A couple of months ago, I suppose.
And the Provincial Grand Chapter, the whole day, how have you found the day?
It's been brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I think it went a bit quick for what I thought. You know, the time just passed really quick, but yeah, it's great.
Compared to the Provincial Grand Lodge, it does actually. It's a lot faster in the temple, isn't it?
That was a lot faster, yeah. Yep.
I'm Jason Parkinson. I'm a member of Coronation Chapter. Fantastic day. It's always a great day out, very social. We're sitting here now having a beer. It's a fantastic day out. Meet new people, meet people you haven't seen for ages, and yeah, it's great.
And so you're a white ribbon, is that right?
I am a white ribbon, yes.
So for people who doesn't know, what actually does that mean?
White ribbon is just you're a companion who's not been through one of the chairs yet. The white ribbon, I did look around them today and there wasn't many.
I'm one of them, so.
Which is a shame because it's a great day out, you know. So,
well, today was announced the White Ribbon Social Club.
I think it's a fantastic idea to get young Masons and older Masons as well getting together because it's the camaraderie, it's the social side, it's meeting new people. Rather than just turn up at your lodge or your chapter, do your 5 meetings a year and not go anywhere, you need to get, depends what you want out of Masonry. Simple as that. You've got to put the effort in to get the best out of it, and I think it's a great idea.
For me, going up to Freemasons Hall, experiencing that wonderful building, that wonderful temple, being with fellow Freemasons, it's special, genuinely special going up London for these days, whether it's the Provincial Grand Lodge or the Provincial Grand Chapter. They are just special. So I would like to do as many of them as possible, hence why I go to both Provincial Grand Chapter and Provincial Grand Lodge. That's my honest opinion of the day.
Absolutely. I think it's a regular date in my calendar now.
Really?
Yeah, I really did enjoy myself.
Well, the Provincial Grand Chapter meeting has been a celebration, not just of titles and honours, but of the journey each companion has taken to get here. The Royal Arch offers something unique in Freemasonry, a deeper sense of completion, a richer connection to our shared story, and a bond between companions that runs quietly but deeply. If you're already in a chapter or considering taking that next step, we hope today's episode has shown you that Royal Arch is more than a ceremony. It's a home for those seeking more meaning, more connection, and more knowledge. Thank you for joining us and listening in. Paul and I hope we've managed to capture the wonderful atmosphere and the fun of the day, and perhaps encourage both our existing and our soon-to-be companions to come along to the Provincial Grand Chapter next year.